Glad you're here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, home of the Reds since 2003. MLB The Show has action out of the NL Central. It's the St. Louis Cardinals going up against the Cincinnati Reds. First pitch coming your way next. Ready to go. Now up for St. Louis, Lars Nootbaar. Here comes a pitch. Fastball for a strike. And we're underway. Missed with a changeup. And it's 1-1.
Here's a batter who, for whatever reasons, plays better on the road, and that should help him here today.
And it finds its way through for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Wilson Contreras stands in now and watches strike one. Late swing fouled off. On the ground to short, could be two. De La Cruz to second, not in time to first. It's a fielder's choice. So now here's the Cardinals designated hitter, Brendan Donovan. Splits the plate, and that's strike one.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
That's a strikeout. Woody Keller says he won a round. Here's Nolan Arenado. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. Contreras leads off first with two down to the inning. Swings and misses. And that is strike two. And that's down and away. Line drive, and that's a base hit to right. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Drive.
And that is out of play. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. And there's a ball. On the ground, and it goes just foul. Off the mark there. It's 2-2.
2-2.
Slides, but it gets by him. Contreras headed home. The throw in, but it's offline. First and second, 2 outs. Jordan Walker next up for the Cardinals.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
2 on, 2 outs.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
That one missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Pedro Pages up next for the Cardinals. Liner, base hit. Arenado around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single. It's 2-0. Runner holds at third, so just 1 across on the play. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Pages now at the plate. And a foul ball. Inside. 1-2 to count. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Next pitch is outside. And that one hit 97 on the gun.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
He goes down looking. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Bottom half. Here's the center fielder, T.J. Friedel. And ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Scott puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. Matt McClain, the next to hit for the Reds. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
0-1.
In the air, right field. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Ellie De La Cruz. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Swung on, belted. That's back there. And that one is off the wall. And into second easily with a 2-out double.
He was all over that one. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing at the bat.
So runner at second, 2 down. Now it's the DH, Austin Hayes. And that one is inside ball 1.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that can be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
The 1-1. And that one is lifted in the air. Walker makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. And now the center fielder, Victor Scott, lifted in the air out to left, and it falls. And the leadoff man aboard.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Runner takes off, swinging a foul back. That's out of play. That's a little bit low.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
That one misses. And now 3-1.
3-1.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Runner at first with no outs here. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Base knock and now a free pass. This has the makings of a big inning if they can get a couple more quality at bats.
On the ground to first. Could be 2. Steer over to second, and that's 2.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there, they made it look pretty easy.
2 outs. Just missed. Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game. So 1 hit is all they get. We head to the bottom of the second. In now for the Reds, Gavin Lux. O'Brien back to work. Check swing, and he went. It's 0-1. O'Brien, in his 2nd season, he features a sinker, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. Everything was mechanically sound with that swing right there. I mean, that's pretty much what you're wanting to replicate with every rep you take. You want good balance, barrel directly to the baseball, and good long extension after contact.
Now this is through for a base hit. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Spencer Steer, the next to hit. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. Runners on the corners, no outs. And that one in the air, center field. Squeezes it. Runner tagging from third. Relay throw home. Not in time. He's safe as a run scores on the play.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
Blake Dunn, the next to hit for the Reds. This one smoked out to left. Nootbaar makes the catch. Now a throw to first, and he won't get back in time. Back here at Great American Ballpark, new inning getting started, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Brendan Donovan. Next pitch is outside. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
That misses the zone. Going to count 1 and 2. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Makes the grab on the run. 2 away. Here's Nolan Gorman.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
That one a little bit high, and the count now 2-0. Just missed. Right through there for a strike. Pop foul out of play off to the right. 2 outs, base is empty. Got him looking. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. 1, 2, 3 go to Cardinals. As we go to the last of the third. Here's Jose Trevino. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Scott makes the grab. 1 up, 1 down. So the lineup flips over. TJ Friedl, the next to hit for the Reds. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
1 strike.
And delivers outside.
1-1.
Hit hard, but foul off to the left. 1 out, base is empty. Got him swinging. And now 2 gone.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Comebacker to the mound. And that is the inning. On to the 4th. Now it's the right fielder, Jordan Walker. That misses, and that's ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
There's a strike. And there's a foul ball. Stays alive. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And a pitch. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Now the catcher up to hit. Pedro Pajes caught looking his first time up. Down the middle for a strike. 0-1. Fought off foul. Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
Tries the bare hand, and it gets by him. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this. 2 outs, runner at first. Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals, and that drops in for a strike. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Scott off of first with 2 away. Out to short. De La Cruz safe at second.
He's safe.
Back to the top of the lineup, Lars Nootbaar. Next up for the Cardinals. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Hard hit right side. They take the force out, and that is the 3rd out. Bottom of the 4th, and now here is Elly De La Cruz. Back to the mound. It hit him. On the run, throw to first, out. And very nicely done for the out. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
And now it's Austin Hayes. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
Arenado to first in time, and that quickly 2 away. So digging in, Gavin Lux. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Scott under it. Drops into the glove, and that's the inning. Back here in Cincinnati, all set for the start of the inning. And now the first baseman, Wilson Contreras. And it's fouled off.
You know, these Cardinals, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat. And that's what this offense has been doing so far today. On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
Swing and a ground ball. Boots it. And he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score it. Here's the Cardinal DH, Brendan Donovan. And that one just missed off the outside edge. Donovan goes 6'1", 28 years old. And he was drafted in. Now this ball splits the gap in right center. Headed for the plate. He'll score.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Nolan Arenado at the plate. Arenado, guy who delivers big-time power at the dish and will probably go down as one of the greatest defensive third basemen of all time. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And speaking of that defense, it's hard to imagine that in high school, Arenado shared the left side of the infield with another elite defender, Matt Chapman, at El Toro High School in California. Safe at first as they can't make the play. First and second, no outs. And up next for St. Louis, Nolan Gorman.
There's an opportunity to do some damage, but you've got to be selective. Make sure you get a pitch that you can handle.
in there for a strike at the top of the zone. And that just misses.
Tough to take a two-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze it.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Donovan, the lead runner at second. Arenado on at first with nobody out. And now it's even up.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Here in the 5th inning, and here he is about to throw his 100th pitch. Man, he's really had to grind through to get to this point.
Line drive, base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores.
But when you see that many pitches in an at-bat, your chances of succeeding go up. And right there, we see the result.
Jordan Walker getting ready to hit. Now the Reds manager is Nick Martinez taking over on the mound.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. In the air on the infield. And the infield fly is called. And now the Cardinals catcher, Pedro Pajes. And that's in there for strike 1.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
Dunn makes a nice running catch.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Scott at the plate now. That's ball 1. Next offering upstairs.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score. And we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. The run comes in from second. It's 5-1. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds at third. Mason Wynn will hit next. And the first offering is not close. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Outside with a breaking ball. Struck him out looking. So they get 3 runs, 3 hits. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Now the third baseman, Noelvi Marte. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone.
Well, these Reds definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
Fires across the diamond. 1 up, 1 down. Steer, the next to hit, takes outside. In the air, left side. Nootbaar on the move. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Dunn takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. And the count 1-1. And that's a fair ball. Next for Cincinnati, Jose Trevino. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Out to short. Win. They get the force. That's the inning. One hit. Martinez back to work. In the air to left center. Luck's trying to get there. And there's one down.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
And that one wrapped foul. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the sixth.
One, two.
Up and
No, that's
in,
a ball.
and the count is even, 2-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
One down, base is empty. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Base hit, left center field. He forced a lot of pitches to be thrown and ends up collecting a hit. Brendan Donovan next up for the Cardinals. And that's in for a strike. That's off the mark, and the count is 1-1. Good job to fight that one off.
He's getting the barrel to the ball. He's just got to work on that timing a little bit.
Contreras leads off first with one away. Next pitch is outside.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out. So now it's Nolan Arenado, 1 for 3. And a foul ball. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Rounds third, headed for the plate. One run across, headed for the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Gorman in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Hit on the ground to the right side. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. Jordan Walker digs in now. That one hit to right. Done. Sizing this one up and makes the grab. And that is that. They get 2 runs on 3. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the center fielder, T.J. Friedl. And that one pulled foul.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
McClain, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Friedel gets his lead at first with nobody out. In the dirt, but kept close. Low throw, and he can't dig it out. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And an excellent job keeping it right there.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
De La Cruz in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. That's off the inside corner, and it's 2-0.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable, and that location will definitely do it.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
So first and second with one man gone. And now Austin Hayes. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And they hold the runner at third, but the bases are loaded now with one out. Gavin Lux, the next to hit for the Reds. 1 for 2. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. All loaded up here in the bottom of the 6th. Base hit. 1 run is in. Another comes in to score. It's 7-3.
Back-to-back singles. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy. Didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep. Took the barrel right to it and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Marte in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Hit softly on the ground left side and foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Ground ball left side, and that's just foul.
When it unravels, it can unravel pretty quickly, and right now you're in a situation where you're one swing away from it being a 1-run ball game.
On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3, but he beats it. Good hustle, and the inning continues. Manager out of the dugout. New arm on the mound for the Cardinals, Sonny Gray.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
Steer stands in now, looks at that one inside. Hayes on third. Marte on at first with 2 down. That's hard hit on the line. That's a base hit. Run scores. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds at third.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect.
Done. Swings through it for strike 1. Next pitch misses inside, and a count even 1-1. Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. Phil Maton preparing to come on if needed. King also getting ready. Swings and misses, and the count is 1-2. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position. That one 95 to finish him off. 3 runs, 4 hits. Top of inning number 7. Now up for St. Louis, Pedro Pajes. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Reds, Emilio Pagan. He last pitched 2 days ago. That one pushed foul. Fastball is outside. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Friedel sizes this one up and puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one away. And now the center fielder, Victor Scott. That one's in there, and that is strike one. And misses inside. Next offering in there for a strike. And a count 1-2. Swing and a ball popped up. Marte should have this one. 2 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Ground ball up the middle. Finds its way through, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Now the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. Tap foul at the plate. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Nabs it, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the catcher, Jose Trevino. Fouled off. He was late. Right through there for a strike. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 0-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
Ball. 1-2.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Next offering is outside. That's way outside, and it's 3-2. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Back to the top of the order now. Here's the center fielder, T.J. Friedel. And that's outside.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. His second of the year, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 7-6. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it.
Singy, I hope you saw it because it didn't stay in the air for long.
No, it did, Boog. StatCast telling us 110 miles per hour off the bat, and that's plenty to hit one out if you get enough air under it. As a hitter, you hardly feel the ball when you make contact as solid as he did right there.
Digging in, Matt McClain. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
And that one fouled off.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Swings and lines one towards the gap, and now maybe extra bases. Here comes the throw. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. Great hands on that swing.
On the mound now, Phil Maton.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
And now it's going to be Ellie De La Cruz. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
The shortstop takes the ball. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, he clearly didn't recognize that curveball out of the hand and tried to check the swing, just went around too far, and you're hoping the umpire maybe missed it, and they bail you out.
Hard ground ball for a base knock. Throw comes in quickly, and the tying run forced to hold on at third with one away.
These hitters are relentless. Just till the bell sounds, and they are going to keep coming at you, trying to get you into the corner and knock you out.
Lux goes after that one for strike one. And fouled off.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Here's the 0-2.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Noelvi Marte. Pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. Swing and a bouncer. Throws to first in time. At the plate, Spencer Steer. Ripped on a line. Scott snags it on the run, but they score 3 times to even it up. We go to the 8th, and here's the first baseman, Wilson Contreras. Check swing, and he went. That's strike one. Ball one there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they had the lead.
Well, he took the split finger that was away and stayed on plane with it nicely. That's one of the most difficult pitches to square up. He just did it, and right there, he was a professional hitter.
And that is out of play.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Foul ball still 0-2.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Lux makes the grab, 1 away. Here's Nolan Arenado. Pagan, a 6'2 righty, 33 years old, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2013. And that misses. And now 2-0. That one fouled off. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a foul out of play. Now this is in the air down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Popped up left side. Marte has this one sized up. He's got it. And there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman, Nolan Gorman. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1.
No
that one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Here comes the manager out of the Taylor Rogers into the game. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. Ball to strike. The pitch. And that one fouled off. Set down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, John King.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And here's a slow roller. Win. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. And now the catcher comes up to him. Jose Trevino. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Looking to get the tying run on base. Out in front and foul to the left side. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Throws to first in time. And a couple of quick outs. Now here is TJ Friedl. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Out to shallow center. And it drops in. So the tying run reaches with 2 away. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
So a change being made at first base. Pinch running here, Jake Fraley. So up next, Matt McClain. 1 for 4 with a double. Fought off foul. With the tying run on at first, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
And now 1 and 2. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. So 1 left for Cincinnati. We've got a good one here. It's 8-7. Jake Fraley into the game now on defense, but in a strange way. This is not a position he's used to playing as far as we know. Walker now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. And it's fouled away. Stays alive. Got it. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Pedro Pajes next up for the Cardinals. 0 for 4 with a pair of strikeouts and a pair of flyouts. Swing and a foul straight back. 1 down, base is empty. Fastball almost got him there. Line drive, takes it in for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And that one's a little bit low. And 1-1.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the ninth, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
In the air, center field. Fraley settles under it and makes the catch. And that'll do it. Welcome back. And here comes the closer, Ryan Helsley. He's been so good against lefties. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. Late swing, foul to the left. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Inside, just missed.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Ellie falls victim to the K.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Hayes swings through it for strike one. Comes up empty.
I'd say that stayed in the tunnel for a long time. No chance of even fouling it off.
And downstairs.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Look out! And it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. He's 2 outs away. In now for the Reds, Gavin Lux. Uh-oh. Back-to-back batters hit by a pitch now. Noel V. Marte, the next to hit for the Reds. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now.
Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. A 1-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. That one just misses. Ball one.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
So the tying run at second. Oh, and this one's blasted high and deep. It's on its way out of here. Ball game. A towering shot, and the Reds walk it off for the win.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with the big swing. Well, he was living a childhood moment right there. Nice swing of the bat, nice win for the team.
And this one ends the final 10-8. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.